I stood there in our dimly lit kitchen in Boise, Idaho, the clock ticking past midnight, my hands trembling as I gripped my wife's phone. The screen glowed like a fucking beacon, each swipe revealing another dagger to the chest. "Can't wait to see you again, babe," one text read. "Last night was unreal," said another, from some prick named Jake. My stomach churned. 20 years of marriage, 20 goddamn years, and here I was, 45-year-old Matt Carver, a construction foreman with calloused hands and a mortgage, staring at proof that my wife, Lauren, 42, a real estate agent with a smile that could sell ice to penguins, was screwing around behind my back. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I watched her sip coffee at our oak table, her auburn hair catching the sunlight, those hazel eyes I used to drown in now avoiding mine. She was still gorgeous, curves that could stop traffic, a figure honed by yoga and a confidence that screamed, "I know what I've got." But all I could see were those texts. I had to know how deep this rabbit hole went. It started with a plan. Simple, dirty, and straight to the point. I'd catfish her, pretend to be a client, see how far she'd take it. I grabbed a burner phone from a gas station off I-84, set up a fake email, and shot her a message that afternoon. Asterisk, "Hey Lauren, saw your listing for the ranch style on Maple Drive. I'm in town next week, can we meet to talk details? Name's Tom." Asterisk, I kept it vague, professional. She bit fast. Asterisk, "Hi Tom, I'd love to help. How about coffee at Java Junction on Wednesday, 2 p.m. Asterisk, her reply was chipper, flirty even. My jaw clenched. Wednesday rolled around, crisp and cloudy, the kind of fall day Boise does best. I told my crew I was taking a long lunch and parked my F-150 across from Java Junction, watching through tinted windows. Lauren showed up in a navy blazer that hugged her slim waist, her legs endless in those black heels. She scanned the place, sipping a latte, waiting for Tom. I texted her from the burner. Asterisk, "Running late, can we push to 3? Asterisk, she frowned at her phone, then typed back. Asterisk, "No worries, I'll wait." Asterisk, I watched her for an hour, her fingers drumming the table, her lips pursed in that way I used to find sexy. Then I saw him. Jake. Had to be. 6 foot something, broad shoulders, dark hair slicked back like some Wall Street asshole. He slid into the seat across from her, all smiles, and she lit up, cheeks flushed, leaning in close. My fists balled up. He wasn't a client. He was the guy from the texts. I wanted to storm in, smash his smug face into the table, but I held back. I needed more. That night I confronted her. Dinner was takeout from Luigi's on State Street, pizza she barely touched. Our daughter, Ellie, 17, was upstairs blasting music, oblivious. I waited till the house settled, then dropped the bomb. "Lauren, who's Jake?" My voice was low, steady, but my heart was a jackhammer. She froze, fork halfway to her mouth, those hazel eyes widening. "What? Don't play dumb. I saw the texts. Last night was unreal? What the hell's that mean?" Her face drained of color, but she recovered fast, too fast. "Matt, you're being paranoid. Jake's a client. We've been working on a big deal." "Bullshit." I slammed the table, the plates rattling. "I saw you today, cozying up at Java Junction. That wasn't business." She stood, her chair scraping the hardwood. "You spied on me? That's insane. Insane's you fucking around on me after 20 years. I roared, my voice cracking. Ellie's music stopped upstairs. Silence hung heavy. Lauren's lip quivered, but her eyes hardened. "You don't get it, Matt. You're never here, always at the site, always tired. I needed something. Someone who sees me." I laughed, bitter and loud. "Oh, I see you now, all right? Crystal fucking clear." The next day, I dug deeper. Called my buddy Dave, 48, a grizzled PI who'd owed me a favor since I built his deck last summer. Met him at the Ram on Broadway, a dive bar thick with cigarette haze. Dave's a big guy, beer gut, beard like a lumberjack, but sharp as a tack. I slid him a beer and Lauren's phone number. "Find out who this Jake is," I said. "I want everything." Dave raised an eyebrow, his gravelly voice cutting through the noise. "You sure, man? This kind of shit can ruin you. Just do it. I snapped. 2 days later, he called me to his officia cramped hole above a pawn shop. Jake Russo, he said, tossing a file on the desk. 38. Divorce attorney from Seattle. Met Lauren at a real estate conference in Portland 6 months ago. Been texting her burner phone too, smart girl. Kept it off your radar. I flipped through the file photos of them at a hotel bar, his hand on her thigh. She looked radiant, her blonde highlights framing a smile I hadn't seen in years. My chest burned. There's more, Dave said, leaning back. He's in Boise this week, staying at the Grove Hotel, room 412. I didn't tell Lauren I knew. Instead, I played Tom again. Texted her Friday. Asterisk. Hey, free tonight? How about drinks at the Grove Bar? 8 p.m. Asterisk, she replied quick. Asterisk. Sounds great, Tom. See you there. Asterisk, I showed up early, baseball cap low, nursing a whiskey in a corner booth. She walked in at 8 sharp, stunning in a red dress that clung to her hips, her perfume cutting through the room like a tease. Jake was already there, waiting. They hugged too long, too tight. My grip tightened on the glass. Then came Sarah, mid-30s, platinum blonde, legs for days in a leather skirt. She stormed up to their table, voice sharp enough to slice steel. You lying bastard, she shrieked at Jake. You said it was over with her. Lauren flinched, confused. Who the hell are you? His wife. Sarah spat, tossing a wedding ring on the table. Ex-wife, technically. Divorce finalized last month, guess why? The bar went quiet, heads turning. Jake stammered. Sarah, calm down. Don't tell me to calm down, you prick. She slapped him hard. Lauren stood, backing away, her face a mix of shock and guilt. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. This wasn't just my wife cheating, this was a goddamn soap opera. I followed Lauren home. She didn't see me tailing her Audi through the quiet streets. When she walked in, I was already there, sitting in the dark living room, the burner phone on the coffee table. Matt. Her voice trembled as she flicked on the light. Sit, I said, cold as ice. She did, her hands twisting in her lap. What's this? Tom says hi, I said, tapping the phone. Her eyes widened, realization hitting like a freight train. You set me up? Had to know, I said. And now I do. Jake's married her was. You're just his latest fling. She sobbed, messy and raw. Matt, I'm sorry. It was a mistake. 6 months isn't a mistake. I cut in. It's a choice. Ellie appeared at the stairs, sleepy-eyed in pajamas. Dad? Mom? What's going on? Go back to bed, kiddo, I said softer. She hesitated, then left. Lauren reached for me, but I pulled away. I trusted you, I said, voice breaking. Built a life with you, and you torched it. Days bled into weeks. Lauren moved out, crashing with her sister in Nampa. I kept the household, let Ellie lose everything. Dave checked in, offered me a bottle of bourbon and some advice. Divorce her, man. Start over. Sarah tracked me down too, apologized over coffee at Flying M. She was a knockout, blue eyes, sharp cheekbones but broken, like me. Jake's a snake, she said. I should have warned her. I filed papers last week. Lauren's begging to reconcile, says she'll quit her job, go to therapy. Ellie's furious, barely speaks to either of us. Me? I'm a wreck, angry, lost, but alive. I see Sarah tomorrow dinner, maybe more. I don't know what's next. Trust's a ghost, marriage a minefield. But I'm still standing, staring down a road I never planned to take.